Hi everyone, it's me, Nancy Finch, doing tea with Nan. I'm just adjusting the camera, I'm all sideways. Have a cup of tea with Nan today. I hope you're all well. I hope everything's good with you at the moment. Everybody's happy. Somebody's on already. Hi, whoever that is. And there's 2 people watching. So I hope you've got a nice cup of coffee or tea. And it's a bit blustery out there today, so I'm hoping you're wrapped up warm and you're cozy and you're safe and you're well. So I hope you're all happy and okay. Have you had a good week since last week? This is the only thing I do live every Monday at 12 o'clock. And I was just wondering if you had any events that you sort of wanted to share or to inspire other people. You could very welcome to put it on here. It's a nice thing to do on a Monday. I love Mondays. As you know, Mondays are new beginnings and I love them, because anything can happen. It's an opportunity to look at your week and think, what do you want to do? What do you want to achieve? What can I possibly dream of that I can do this week, or get out of my comfort zone? That's a nice one. So today's chat is really about we were going to concentrate on digestive issues like IBS and all your digestion is a whole area here. But a lot of people I see as clients have irritable bowel syndrome and other digestive issues that basically cause a lot of pain and discomfort down in that area. So a lot of people at some point have had this and they don't always know what to do about it. So a lot of people that I see, that it's this area here that seems to be blocked. Although if this is open, then the other parts of your body seem to work really well. So this is the kind of main area we're looking at here. And we want to be happy and free, and our microbiomes want to be happy in our gut, So if anyone knows about that, it's all about, well, not just about diet, but positive thinking and all sorts of feelings that cause those chakras to shut down. So if you're on here listening, say hi. I'd like to give you a little wave. It's nice to see you, and I hope you got your cuppa ready. This is very informal on Monday. I love it because I do Nan talks, as you know. And I did a Nan talk a couple of days ago, and it was about post-it notes. So before we get into the little discussion today about the IBS stuff, I did a little talk about post-it notes, and it was about how you can post yourself a little note every day for your inner child to have the next day or whenever you feel like it. So that was posted, as I say, a couple of days ago. So that was dated the 23rd of the 10th. Yeah. And so if you want to go back and listen to that, hi, Dawn. Nice to see you. I think you're the first person that popped up with their name. So I hope you're having a good week so far. Well, it is only Monday. But anyway, if you want to go back to the Nan talk I was talking about, then you can go to www.nancyfinch.co.uk. Oh, hi, Jane. Nice to see you, darling. What's it? Hi, Nancy. My son is making one. Oh, Julie, that's nice. That is so cool. Yes, because if you make a post-it note thing, it is really powerful. And I do see a lot of people, and when I see them do this exercise, it's a wonderful thing to give to yourself, okay? It's a nice gift. So have a little listen to that talk and see if it suits you, but it can't not suit you, really. It's good fun. It's giving yourself a gift. That's always a good thing. So today's chat, as I say, is about helping that chakra energy to stay open. Oh, hugs to you too, guys. Oh, so how are we going to keep that open? How are we going to keep those 3 open or 4 open, really? We're going to concentrate mostly on this area because that does affect the rest, okay? Because digestion, as you know, is all of that. Thank you for the hugs, guys. I like them. So, if you've got pen and paper handy, then we can discuss which one, or you can make notes of which ones you might want to have a look at if you feel like it. And then give me feedback, of course. That's great. It's always a thought begets the feeling. When we have something around us, we have stimulus that causes us to feel things. And when we have feelings, we just think, oh, they're just feelings. But those feelings have an effect on all of those energy areas. So if you're worried, which is what the main reason for irritable bowel syndrome is, or any digestive areas down there, it's always worry that causes it. Now, I see a lot of people who say to me, oh, but I'm not worried, I'm fine. But they don't realise that if a thought comes up twice into the conscious brain, you are actually worried about it. And you might not realise because you've done it for years and years like I used to. I was the world's best worrier. I worried every day. I could have got an award at it. I don't do it now. It's not good for you. But that's how I learned, you see. And all these talks that I'm going to suggest, there's 10 here on a little board I'm going to read out to you. All of them help to open these areas. Okay, I've chosen them all carefully. Out of the talks I've done so far, which I've done 38, I do intend to do 70, so there'll be a few more soon. Oh, thank you for those lovely hugs and cuddles, really sweet. So I wish I could give you all a hug as well. Basically, so we're going to start with a few that I've talked about before. And if you could just make a note, some of them might be your favourites, and some of them you might think, well, I like that one, but I don't like this one. Or try them out, see how you feel, and see how your body feels. Because even if you haven't got an issue with digestion, it will still help to open that base chakra, and that helps to feed the rest anyway. So you should feel better, more energy. As I say, when your digestion system works properly, then you are really in a good place. You just feel more energized. You feel great, and it helps to avoid any imbalance or inflammation. Okay, so and hips and everything, all of this area, they're all benefits if you do it. So if you've got pen and paper handy, we'll have a look at some of my talks again. We've got chakras as always, number 1, and that's all about physical energy. So I teach you how to open and balance. That's what it's called, opening and balance each one of those. You kind of just circle the energy. Your hands are like little keys. And I keep talking about this one because a few people have gone back to this just to practically open and keep that flow of energy going really well. I mean, it's like a mobile phone battery needs charging. When this is open, you feel so much better. You just naturally, it's an anti-inflammatory when you open it. So if it's an anti-inflammatory, it's going to help, isn't it? So if you had such a problem down here, any digestion problem, then you could just focus on those. You don't have to do all of them. I would, but you could just focus on the problem area. Think, well, that's where that is. I'm going to focus on that red area. Okay, so you would just mindfully open and balance. You should see, roughly about 3 or 4 hours after doing it. Depends on how low that battery is. So you can have a go at that. You can't hurt yourself by doing any of these, so it's all fine. So you've got chakras, number 1, dated the 1st of the 2nd, 21. So have a go at that if you want. And what else have we got? Number 7, the wheel. Now, people that I've showed the wheel to, again, it's one of my favourites because it's about intention. You take yourself into the hub of an imaginary cartwheel, okay? That's dated the 15th of the 3rd. So if you do the wheel, you're going into this place and you are creating in a space of peace and calm and stillness. You're aware of the outside world, but you're creating a mindfulness. So what did you want today? It might be, if you were suffering physically, that you have good health in there. And you know where you're placing that. So you could place that in that area of your body, in your mind. So you're doing that, you're ingesting it. Anyway, have a little go at that and bring it back into your consciousness to accept it. Because as you're focused on it, you're going to be creating it on a subconscious level. So even if your conscious brain goes, yeah, but I always have that and I've had it for years, it doesn't hurt to try something else that may just have enough energy to change that for you. That'd be good. So the wheel, I use the wheel every day. And basically most of my clients love that because you can intend different things every day. So if you want to intend good health or whatever, put that in there, take it in and bring it out into your consciousness. So that's an easy one to do. And you don't even need the action after a while. You can just do it with your mind. So we've got understanding colour, number 8. That's where you would wear the colour. You would wear the colour. If you don't normally have red or orange or yellow or green, it depends on where your digestion issue is, but most, as I say, are down here. So supposing the most important one would be the red, because that's your main battery for the whole body. So if you have an item of clothing, even if you wear red socks or something, I know some people that do that, or red underwear. If you haven't got anything red, to wear that's obvious, then you could always have something little that's red. Hi, Sunny. Nice to see you. Nice to see your name pop up on here. So if you have an issue physically, you can wear that colour. to help the energy in that area. And I explain it a lot better in that talk. So understanding colour, and I want you to focus on the colour red, is 22nd of the 3rd, 21. That's quite good, number 8. And then my favourite of all of these, and this is what stopped me from worrying, because as I said, I was really good at worrying. I worried every day. And if I didn't have something to worry about, I'd be worried about what I'd missed. So this is the next one I really love. It's called Cross It Out, Cross Out Worry, number 9. And it's where you literally cross that worry out, if you're aware of it, and you put a smiley face, or you imagine the opposite to that worry. So, and there's different ways you can use that. I used it with a vision because I'm very visual. Oh, hi Nancy, I hope you've been well. I've been very well, thank you. I'm always well. Well, I do my best to keep myself well. I have lots of different tricks I do, don't I? I keep my energies flowing, and I practice everything I talk about. So I pick up different tools for different days. So yes, I'm very well. I hope you're well too. So yeah, so crossing it out, cross worry out, and see the opposite. You're spending more time on the positive alternative, and that eventually will change the synapses in your mind. Now, that's what happened to me. I ended up not worrying. It felt uncomfortable to worry. I just didn't do it again. And I recognized that as a pathway I did not want to go down. So if you want to, have a little go at that, because once you start doing that, you won't want to worry again. You just won't be able to. Hi, Kerry. Nice to see you. The sun's come out again. It's lovely. So, yes, where are we? What date is that? 28th of the 3rd. Okay, so if you go to that, you can learn about how to cross out worry. That's what I did. As I say, it's my favourite. It's the one that really worked for me. So, so you crossed it out. You've got rid of it. Okay, what else have we got? Number 15, dear body. Well, that's where you become friends with your body. You know, quite a lot of people aren't friends with their body. They don't like their body. They don't trust their body. They don't trust the problems they have with their body. They then feel as if they're at battle with it. Not a good place to be. You've got to be friends with your body for your body to work with you. You know, your mind and emotions are linked. Sarah Jane. Oh, Sarah Jane Martin, hello. I hope you've got your cup of tea or coffee. I'm halfway through mine. It's lovely. So this is where you say, dear body, my body and I are best friends and we work well together. Well being the word, and then you instruct it and you tell it what you want it to do and you thank it. Now that's very important. We don't have that relationship with ourselves. If we have imbalance, we don't trust it. We don't like it. We feel fearful of it. It's got control. So it's really good if you could try, if you listen to that one, dear body, you could then say how you could apply it to digestive issues down here is you'd say, dear body, I want you to remove all inflammation and symptoms of, and I want it done by, give it a time frame, and then thank you very much, which is what you need to say, because then you kind of expect it to happen, okay? I like that one. And I've seen it work so many times on myself and other people. So you can give that a go. I like it. Right, so dear body is all about trusting and getting a relationship with your body. So if you have that, you're more likely to fix quicker, really. So we've got, dear body, push the easy button. Yes, a lot of people love that one. That's number 22, dated the 5th of the 7th, 21. And that, of course, is just detachment. Because you see, if you detach from worry and you're thinking, can I get that job done? Am I going to be okay for that? You could push the imaginary or a little symbol of an easy button, and you can have a look, see what I've used on that. And you're pushing the easy button for the day. Good thing to do at the beginning of the day or before you have a task to do. Push the easy button. You've got the instruction in your mind that everything's going to be easy. It's just going to flow. And I have such good feedback about this very simple exercise. It's really lovely. So if you need to, put it somewhere you can see it, push it every day, detach from the pressure you put under yourself. Because that pressure of maybe I can't do that job or I won't get it done in time or any of those things can help to shut that down, you see. It's no good. We need to imagine, expect, and then intend for that day to be easy. And get your logic out the way for a minute and just think about, oh, I have that done so easily. And then you're giving your subconscious a chance to get up to the surface of your brain and give you those ideas to make it easy. and by the law of attraction, of course, as well, which is really good. So that's a nice one to look at. We've got number 23, which is colouring book. And that, if you want to, is very good for your mind to focus and colour. So you could have a symmetrical drawing, as many people on here I have actually done before. And you would focus on the colours from this area or that area. So you'd focus on, for these conditions, you'd focus on red. And as you're focusing on red, just keep looking at that colour. And almost imagine breathing that colour in as you're colouring in. So you've got the orange and the yellow. Now, quite a lot of people with these conditions down here, they won't like these colours. You don't like them because they're not open. You only like the colours that are open. I found this many years ago, that we're only attracted to the colours that are most, that are working well for us. You think you've chosen a colour because you like it, but it's usually because that energy is open, or it wants to be. So this area, you probably won't have many of those colours in your wardrobe. You won't have many of those colours. You know, you won't want to colour it in with your colouring in book. But if you do it, it gets easier to absorb and you'll probably get to like that energy, that colour. I know a lot of people that have gone out and bought wardrobes. What's that saying? Oh, liking my earrings. I love my dark blue earrings as well. Thank you. Yeah, I just love danglies. So, and the colour's nice. I really like it. It's all about this area. So it's about trust, you see. Thank you. So, yeah. So if you want to, you know, focus on these colours, either to draw or to wear or to have crystals or whatever, you will find that you just naturally go towards that colour. You actually like it in the end. And that means that your energies will flow, especially in that area. So what else have we got? How to stay grounded, number 25. And that's 26 of the 7th, 21. So dyslexic, I get it run the wrong way sometimes. So if you can have a look at that, how you can use that for any conditions in this area is that you would go in the garden or anywhere, sand or anywhere you can just reach the ground with no shoes on. And you would imagine taking all the inflammation out of your body, starting at the top, and then really focusing on the areas that you need to release the inflammation from. And you take it down with a slow breath into the ground. You have chakras in your feet, and you could take it down with a breath, and then you could breathe in new energy. So you're releasing all inflammation, and you're mindfully doing that. You're taking that energy down, you're releasing it, and then you're bringing in the energy. Well, that energy is coming up anyway, but it'd be good if you could just take more mindfulness and bring that up even further. So now that's healing energy. So this is a really practical thing you can do, and I've used it loads of times. If you ever get sick or anything, you know, just take out that imbalance. Or if you've got too many thoughts, feelings that aren't doing you any good, you know, negative stuff, things that are dragging you down, let's take that out through the ground and let's breathe in new energy. It's really good. So I've got lots of clients using that in different ways. But you could use it to, as I say, get rid of inflammation. Oh, thank you for the hug, whoever sent that. Right, what else have we got? We've got, oh yes, we've got chuck it in the fuck it bucket. Oh, hi Andrew, it's nice to see you. I hope you've got a bucket with that written on it. You've got to get rid of the thought, the feeling that's causing any imbalance in your emotions. Anything that's taking your emotional balloon down to the ground, you need to, you know, just chuck it away, either in a real bucket with a label on it, because you're just laughing about detachment, or you can do it in an imaginary one. So you get that thought, that feeling, and you chuck it in the bucket. So it could be self-judgment. Oh, hi, Gaynor. Hello, darling. It could be self-judgment. It could be a situation. It could be anything. So thoughts, feelings, situations. You know, some people do it with other people. They think, oh, that person's really annoyed me. I'm chucking it in the bucket. It's fun. It's light-hearted, but it is detachment. And it does help that area. So it helps you help your crown as well. But this area here especially, because you can't worry about it if you've chucked it away. So you could put it on a little post-it note and chuck it in the bin, couldn't you? Or you could just do it with your mind, as I say. Or do it with just anything at all will work for you. If you do it physically or emotionally, it still works. So you can choose which one you like. So have a look at that. So, yeah, that's dated the 15th of the 8th. 21, and that's number 28 talk. So if you want to go on to that, you can have a giggle with that, and you can see how maybe that might suit you to detach, okay? And not worry, because any worry needs to go in that bin. So what else have we got? Magic pill. Yes, that's very good as well. So number 33, dated the 25th of the 9th, 21, is magic pill. So what you would do with this condition is that you would imagine that when you take a vitamin or other regular stuff you have to take on a daily basis, you take that, and this could be also something else, whatever it is. Thank you, Gaynor. And I like the little heart. Oh, thank you, darling. So, okay, so you've got this lovely little pill you're going to take, and as you take this pill, it's going to mean that it's something else to you. So it could be good health in that area down here. So you're simply going to focus on that pill giving you an anti-inflammatory for those conditions. So you can actually imagine that and feel it. And as you feel that, you're going to be thinking on a conscious level, you go, well, this is just this. But on a subconscious level, you're going to buy every word of that because it drops an idea into your mind that also, like a sugar pill, it's really good. Placebo really works. So, and they're very strong ideas. So if you go to that one, you can see how the magic pill will work for you. Okay. Last one we've got is number 35, and it's watch your language. Now that's quite funny because it goes really well with the fuck it bucket, doesn't it? No, watch your language is all about watching what you own. Sometimes we have a condition and we think we've got to own it. We recognize it and then we own it. And then we tell everybody, oh, this is my condition. I've had this for X amount of years and it's mine. And you think you're stuck with it. Well, your brain is listening and it believes you. So it reinforces it. And what you've got to do is stop reinforcing it. So you can say anything you like, but don't reinforce the negative. If you have a condition, don't reinforce it. And this explains it beautifully. Number 35, dated the 1st of the 10th, 21. Don't say you have the condition. Say, I used to have the condition. Up to this minute, up to this second, I used to have that. I used to suffer this. Because then your brain goes, oh, okay, then we're not going to keep that anymore. And that's what it believes. And you're fooling it. You're playing a little trick on your brain. I used to feel that. I used to suffer that. It works. It does. I had to watch my language for a long time. I kept being quite negative towards my body or what I was doing, being dyslexic, anything. I was always quite critical. So you have to stop that. And if you stop that, especially if you stop owning a condition you don't want, then you're in control a little bit more than you thought, especially when you start to see the evidence for that. And then you go, yes, it's worked. It certainly worked for me. And it's going to help you if you try that. So watch your language. And you can actually realize, if you sort of listen to yourself, you can hear yourself saying, basically you can hear the things that you do wrong. Oh, hi Tamsin, lovely to see you, darling. I haven't seen you for ages. So watch what you're saying to other people. Watch what you're thinking. Watch what you're saying to yourself. You must be careful because otherwise, I have this, I always do that, is going to be reinforced. So let's not do that. Let's kid ourselves on. I used to feel that. I used to have that. Oh, hello, darling. It's lovely to see your name pop up, Tamsin. So if you have missed some of this already, you can go back and listen to more. You can, as I say, catch all of these on the blog in my website, which is www.nancyfinch.co.uk. And also listen to the talk I did about the Post-it notes, which is really good. I think everyone should try that just to see how you get on with that for your inner child. It's lovely. It's like having a biscuit tin you kind of dip into. That goes with tea with Nan beautifully, doesn't it? So, okay, you've got 10 there to play with. Feelings of insecurity and worry, shut those energies down. These talks help to let go of that. They help to correct it. They help to make you well. So if you want to have a play with any of those, share this. If you're listening on YouTube, just share it. Well, you will be later on. Like, subscribe and share would be lovely because then you can get it out to more people. Oh, thank you, Sunny. I'm glad you really think it's helpful because it is helpful when people play with them. And you've got nothing to lose, have you? So it's lovely. And a namaste to you too, Sunny. So you've got some things to play with. If you recognise you're insecure about something or you're worried, you know you need one of those talks, okay? And as I say, it couldn't hurt to play with. And some of them are easier than others. Just pick the one that suits you, okay? Next Nan talk I'm going to do, which is I'll be recording and then putting up probably on Saturdays, will be stop complaining. That goes really well with Watch Your Language, doesn't it? Stop complaining. People that complain break down their immune system, and I will be talking all about that. And if you're around people who complain, that doesn't help you either. So I will sort of secondhand complaining. I will explain how that works and how to avoid it next week. Okay? So I think that's everything for today. Oh, yes. Next week's Nan talk, not Nan talk, Tea with Nan, is going to be about the nervous system, the endocrine system. So I've decided that would be a good place to talk about nervous system and how that affects your whole spine and your whole body because of the tree of nerves. So if you want to, tune in again and we'll talk about this area here, which happens to be yellow, by the way, governed by this area. But the whole spine, central nervous system and endocrine system is governed by that. So if you want to tune in to that next Monday for Tea with Nan, you can learn a little bit more about how the talks would help to undo that tension in that area and help to make everything flow. Oh, thank you, Jane. It's lovely to see you. It's really nice. I hope you're all going to have a lovely day and a really positive week. And don't forget to keep your emotional balloon high. It's really important. We have to do that for ourselves. And I say we have a knock-on effect on other people. If we're happy or we're positive or we're trying to do the best with ourselves, we're naturally going to help other people. The energy you have is different. The vibe you give out is different. So your vibe is going to help another person just by being positive. So, and I'm sure most of you want to be or are, and you're doing your very best. So keep that up. So next week, as I say, Stop Complaining Nan talk, and the next Tea with Nan is going to be about the endocrine system, the nervous system. So it's another Namaste moment. I think I've nearly talked for 30 minutes. Can you believe? Well, everyone knows that I can talk. So anyway, I hope you all stay well and give yourself a big hug from me. And please share this. Oh, thank you, Tamsin. That was nice of you to say that. Oh, lots of love and hearts to you too. And I hope you have a lovely week. And you can always contact me if you need me. And I'm here for you. It's lovely. Take care, everybody. Lots of love to you all.